In a crazy twist of fate, Zion Williamson is now the only player left standing from the New Orleans Pelicans sophomore season lineup. Can you believe it? This once promising team, full of potential, has seen a ton of changes over the years. But Zion? He's still here, carrying the torch for the franchise. Zion has been putting on a show for Pelicans fans for 5 seasons, averaging 24.6 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 4.2 assists over 199 games. But of course, things haven't been smooth sailing. There have been some serious injury struggles, plus a lot of roster shakeups. Players like Brandon Ingram have come and gone, but through it all, Zion's been the constant. He's still standing strong, the heart and soul of this New Orleans team, proving that sometimes it's the one player you least expect who ends up being the most enduring. Stay tuned, because we're diving into everything Zion Williamson and his journey with the Pelicans. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because you don't want to miss what's coming up next. When the New Orleans Pelicans made the bold move to trade Anthony Davis to the Los Angeles Lakers, it wasn't just a trade, it was the start of a new chapter. The franchise wasted no time in building a young, promising core with Zion Williamson at the center of it all. The buzz around this team? Off the charts. Fans and analysts alike couldn't stop talking about the potential of what was to come. Alright, let's fast forward. The roster has completely changed, and Zion Williamson is the only player still here from his sophomore season. So, what happened to his former teammates? Let's break it down. Lonzo's journey took a turn after 2 seasons with the Lakers. In 2019, he was traded to the New Orleans Pelicans as part of the huge deal that sent Anthony Davis to LA. Now, Lonzo is with the Chicago Bulls. He recently signed a 2-year, $20 million extension with them. Unfortunately, injuries have kept him sidelined at times, but when he's on the floor, he's still one of the best playmakers and defenders in the game. Next, let's talk about Steven Adams. The New Zealand big man was traded to the Pelicans in November 2020, where he signed a 2-year, $35 million extension. However, in August 2021, Adams was shipped to the Memphis Grizzlies, where he played for about 2.5 seasons. But in 2024, he got traded again, this time to the Houston Rockets. Adams's rebounding and toughness are still valuable assets for the Rockets, as he continues to be a force in the paint. Now, we've got Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe was traded to the Pelicans in the same 2020 deal as Adams.
Got to go over Richaun Holmes with a top 3, and he gets it.
Alongside future draft picks in exchange for Drew Holiday. After some time bouncing around various teams, Bledsoe's journey took a massive turn. In 2021, he returned to Los Angeles, but after more team switches, Bledsoe is now playing for the Shanghai Sharks in China. A major shift for his career, but hey, he's still playing ball. Finally, let's talk about Brandon Ingram. The Pelicans picked up Ingram in 2019, and the dynamic duo he formed with Zion became something special. However, things have changed. Ingram was recently traded to the Toronto Raptors, breaking up that exciting partnership with Zion. This marks one of the biggest departures for the Pelicans, and it'll be interesting to see how both players perform in their teams. With Ingram gone, Zion is stepping into a whole new situation. No longer has that go-to teammate to share the offensive load. For years, the duo built serious chemistry, with each one playing off the other's strengths as the team's main scorers. But now, it's all on Zion. He's got to step up as the leader, not just on the court, but off it too.
Get it again, to get it again, to spin it again. I'm with the clan.
Hope you are enjoying it then. Don't forget to subscribe channel. The NBA is all about business, and roster changes happen. But for Zion, this is a big shift. He can't lean on the same familiar faces that helped him early on in his career. It's time to adjust to a new crew and take on the challenge of leading the team into the future. Zion's been putting up solid numbers this season with an average of 23.3 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game. That adds up to 349 points, 118 rebounds, and 74 assists so far. Even though he's working on boosting his endurance, he's still been a force when he's on the court. In January alone, across 7 games, he's averaged 24.4 points and 8.3 rebounds, all while playing just 26.3 minutes per game. That's a big drop from the 30.1 minutes in October and 33.1 minutes in November. The reduced playing time comes after a hamstring injury that kept him out for 2 months. But despite the shorter stints, Zion's been making a huge impact, showing he's still a key player for his team. His efficiency and presence on the floor are crucial as he continues working toward full fitness. The Pelicans' medical team has been super cautious, limiting his minutes and giving him a break from one game in each back-to-back series. This approach is all about protecting his long-term health, but it means we haven't yet seen Zion at his absolute best this season. Since Zion made his comeback on January 7th, he's been hitting the court with a whole new level of focus. After Thursday's practice, he was seen pushing himself through a tough workout, making sure he was staying in top shape. Even though he's back in action, he's all about keeping his fitness up and making sure he can stay on the floor consistently. "I'm in a good spot in terms of health," Zion said. "Now it's just building off that. Not easing up, even though I'm playing in games now." This mindset is key for Zion, especially after dealing with injuries over the years. His explosive game and one-of-a-kind style take a toll on his body, which is why staying fit and preventing injuries is more important than ever. Veteran center Larry Nance Jr. has noticed a big shift in Zion's vibe since his return. Usually the fun-loving, easygoing guy, Zion's been showing a much more serious and focused side in the locker room. This change tells us that Zion is stepping up as a leader. With a revamped roster and expectations higher than ever, he's fully aware of how crucial it is to set the right tone for his teammates. If the Pelicans are going to keep thriving, Zion's got to own his role as the franchise's cornerstone. Zion Williamson is standing alone as the last man standing from the bubble Pelicans, and the weight of the future is on his shoulders. The team's next chapter depends on his ability to stay healthy, elevate his game, and lead the charge as New Orleans looks to make a bigger impact in the league. The pressure is real, but Zion's potential is undeniable. The NBA is always evolving, and Zion Williamson is living it. Once part of a hot young squad, now fighting lonely. The future's got its hurdles, but it's also his chance to cement himself as one of the NBA's top players. So, the big question: will Zion step up and lead New Orleans to greatness? Or will the team's constant changes keep on rolling? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: Zion's story is far from finished. What do you think? Will Zion rise to the occasion and lead the Pelicans to the next level? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's discuss. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss any of the latest updates on Zion and the Pelicans. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.